All right, good afternoon, traders. Hopefully, everyone is having a good day today. All market indices up today. Now, before I get into the show, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Now, if you're not a subscriber and you happen to be watching the show, go ahead and do so. I really do think you're going to get a lot of valuable information from my technical setups. All right, with that, as you know, we are going to go over the SPY today. We're going to check out some key technical levels. We are going to go over one stock one of our subscribers had asked me to go over, and then I will give you those three stocks that I think are setting up real nicely going into tomorrow. All right, with that, let's check out the SPY. So as you know, we made that 52-week high back here on the 16th of February. And since then, we came back down, tested this 50-day moving average, and we held it real nicely, right? And then today, we did gap lower right there at that midpoint Bollinger Band, held that nicely, ran all the way into the close above this 10-day moving average, closed above it, guys. And now the path of least resistance is obviously higher, right? Not many shares traded above us. We closed above that 10-day moving average, finished strong during the day, and I'm looking right now, futures are actually looking up for tomorrow. And on top of that, I did get that S&P oscillator number, and it is very low, which means it's a very bullish sign going into tomorrow. So again, watch these key levels tomorrow. Don't be afraid of a little bit of a pullback. It'll probably be best to be bought. My best guess is that we are going to gap up tomorrow, take out this 52-week high of 394.17, and at some point test that upper Bollinger Band going forward. Okay, guys? So again, the path of least resistance is higher, so watch that very carefully going into tomorrow. All right, with that, I am going to go over the one stock HK had asked me about, and that is NIO. All right, so NIO, we made that 52-week high. We came back down. We breached this 50-day moving average right down here. We're still under that 50 and that 10-day moving averages, guys. And this is the first time in a very long time that we breached this 50-day moving average. So to me, it looks like we did this double top, right? We're trading below the 50 and that 10. Now, I'm not saying we can't move higher from here. There's a high probability, especially with the markets going higher tomorrow, that we are going to test this 50 and that 10. It's probably going to trap a few people, on the long side thinking they're getting a good value. But unless we could get back above this 10-day moving average, I would stay away from the stock. There's probably going to be a lot of resistance. This 10 wants to cross this 50, and once that 10 crosses that 50, guys, it's not a really good sign. So if you know it, and this is something you want to play, just be very careful with this one. It looks like the path of least resistance on this one in the midterm is going to be it's going to be lower, okay? So that is NIO. Now, real quickly, look, if there's some good news that comes out on it, the whole chart can change, right? We can gap above this 10-day moving average, and then all of a sudden everything changes. But as everything stands right now, if there's no news, technically it looks like it does want to go lower with resistance right here at that 50 and that 10-day moving averages. Okay, be very careful with this one. All right, with that, let's check out the three stocks that I think are setting up real nicely going into tomorrow. And the first one's going to be AKAM, Akamai. So Akamai had underperformed the market today. It was down, but I really do like the fact that even with all this weakness, we did hold yesterday's low. So right here for tomorrow, we can clearly see if we can break above today's high tomorrow, we'll probably see a nice little bounce. And if you can take out today's high tomorrow, there's a high probability that we are going to go higher in AKAM. All right. Okay. With that one, the next one in the queue is going to be MARA. So MARA, as you know, we made that 52-week high back here on the 17th of February. And then all of a sudden, because certain events, Bitcoin pulling back, the CEO selling 700,000 shares, and Elon coming out with some disparaging things about Bitcoin, saying that it was overbought. The marathon actually sold off, right? But look, guys, after selling off today, we did gap above this midpoint Bollinger Band. It tested this midpoint Bollinger Band, held real nicely. So for tomorrow, watch that first 30-minute time frame. If we can get above that first 30-minute time frame on the upside, I'd be a buyer and then use this midpoint Bollinger Band right down here as your stop price, okay? That is MARA, looking to go higher tomorrow. Second or third stock, last stock on the list, also comes from one of our subscribers, BCRX. Been in this one for a while, looking really good. We're channeling right between that 10 and that upper Bollinger Band right here. If we can get above today's high tomorrow, watch out. I really do think that 52-week high of 1290 will be into play. If you check it out, guys, not only do we have the 10, the 50, and the 200 in that nice order that we need to have for a nice bullish chart, we're near that 52-week high. There's not much inventory or shares traded above us, meaning that there's going to be very little resistance. So there's a high probability we are going to take out that $12.90 52-week high. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. My name is Eric. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below, and I'll make sure to get right back to you with any questions you may have. Now, if you're not a subscriber and you happen to be watching the show, go ahead and do so. I really do think you're going to get a lot of valuable information from my technical analysis. I give you the in prices, why we're getting in, out prices, things that just make sense. All right, guys, have a great night. We will see you on Sunday. Again, have a great remainder of the week, and remember, trade smart and be safe.